Good morning. My name is Carrie Van Dale, and I am CEO and President of Van Dale and Associates, a training and development company in the area of leadership development, train the trainer, team building, strategic planning, just to name a few. This is our second YouTube episode. The first one, entitled Take It on the Chin, featured my team building robotics sixth grade team. And I'm ready to share more information with you on how to lead.
Okay, great. Thank you, Carrie. Carrie, in your article, So You Think You Can Lead, you begin with a quote said by Captain D. Michael Abrashoff in his book called It's Your Ship. The quote reads, "Hard experience has taught me that real leadership is about understanding you first and then using that to create a superb organization." Carrie, can you briefly explain what that quote means to you and how that quote has helped you become the strong leader you are today?
Yes, thank you, Ronnie. It's Your Ship, the book Abrashoff wrote, is my favorite leadership book because of the way he started at the very beginning of his book, talking about hard leadership first begins with understanding yourself. And most leaders know how to plan and budget and establish detailed steps and timetables. They know how to allocate resources. They've also given their employees a copy of policies and procedures. Captain Abrashoff makes that statement, leadership is about understanding you first, because he knew the importance of knowing your emotional quotient, knowing your idiosyncrasies, knowing what triggers you, your passions, and what all of those things about yourself that either help your leadership or hurt your leadership, or help your employees or hurt your employees. Your question, Ronnie, about how his quote has made me a stronger leader is really about the importance of me taking time over this last few years as a CEO and president to learn more about my triggers and my personal idiosyncrasies, and it's made me a much better leader. So my suggestion to my YouTube audience is for them to take some time to do some self-inventory so that you can identify what makes you a good leader and what makes you a bad leader.
Great, thank you. Also, in your article, you ask the question, what makes you think you can lead? Will you briefly break down the answers to that question based on your knowledge, on your own knowledge, as well as from any feedback you may have gotten from your clients concerning that question?
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Ronnie. What makes you think you can lead is actually a blog I wrote for ATD. And growing up, my father would often say to me, leading is not a matter of chance. It really is a matter of choice. And some of you may lead your departments like Alice did her trip through Wonderland. She kept managing her wandering around. And here's my point. It's important to lead with a vision for the future, to lead with specific direction, to lead with influence, to lead with motivation and inspiration, energizing your followers. And obviously, we know that in order to lead, you need two things: followers and somewhere to take your followers. Above all, what I've learned about what makes you think you can lead is being humble and knowing how to use talent and celebrating them above all, and not making leadership about you, but making it about them. Over communicate. You cannot communicate enough. Over communicate. So that's what is meant by what makes you think you can lead.
Great, thank you. To wrap up this brief discussion, Carrie, will you please list core characteristics of a great leader and give our audience a brief description of your mentor as a leader?
Absolutely. Thank you, Ronnie. The core characteristics of a leader are honesty, helping others grow and develop, being forward-looking, holding himself, herself accountable, and wanting to serve. And I know all of those characteristics, those core characteristics, may sound cliche. They're not. They're not. They're needed. My mentor is Moses. His leadership was charismatic. If you think about it, he convinced people to leave Egypt, even though it wasn't a fun place to live, and to move and travel years and years and years to a presumed promised land. He convinced them. So his leadership was charismatic. He led his followers with a desirable goal and offered them reasons to reach the goal. He appointed other leaders under him to deal with judicial responsibilities, allowing his followers to be led. And he had exceptional administrative leadership style in that he was able to convince his followers to leave Egypt to go to the promised land.
Great. Thank you, Carrie. And thank you for joining our discussion today. So you think you can lead? You can find the entire article on our website linked below. And please subscribe to our channel and join us for our monthly discussions. Have a great day and God bless.